Welcome back, ProITians. So in the earlier session, we saw how we installed Python and pycharm on Windows. We ran a small code to have a bit of understanding on how we can run Python program on using pycharm. Well, in this session, we are going to look at installing Python and pycharm on Linux system. Okay. Uh, Before we begin the installation of the Python and pycharm, let's look at what is IDE. So IDE is a development environment, and you have various IDEs available in on the net, which you can try it out. The famous ones are PyDev on Eclipse, Notepad++, Bluefish, Anaconda, Visual Studio, and pycharm. Well, in this session, we are going to have a look at pycharm because pycharm is the most famous one out of this entire lot of IDEs. So we'll begin with the installation of pycharm. Yeah. So before we start with the installation of pycharm, let's look at the installation of Python. Now, one small secret which I wanted to share with you in my previous session. That secret is you don't need to install Python on Linux environment because most of your Linux environment will have Python pre-installed. So before you begin with the installation of Python, let's look at if you already have Python pre-installed. So for that, the command is very simple. You have to type python -version. Okay, so I missed out one thing. So Python 3 -version, and if it returns with the code which we can see on the screen above, I got it as Python 3.6.0. So that means Python is already installed. So we are great. We are good to go on that. Now let's look at installing pycharm. So as you know, pycharm is the IDE, and we can use pycharm for coding. Okay. So before we begin with the installation of pycharm, we need to install snap. So snap is required. It's a prerequisite for installing pycharm. Yeah. Okay. So pycharm. Let's give it a moment on what is pycharm. So pycharm, as you know, yes, it is an IDE. There are two editions of pycharm. One is professional edition, which is licensed, and it involves cost. Yeah. And the other one, which is community edition, it's free. You can download it, use it. It's free of cost. Yeah. So for this session, we are going to use the community edition. So we are going to use pycharm CE. Yeah. And pycharm is also open source. So that is also a great advantage when the product is open source. You get a lot of updates coming in from various quarters in the industry. So that's the advantage of having an open source application. Okay, so I think we have done enough discussion, and let's go ahead and start running pycharm. Start installing snap. So for that, what we are going to do is first we need to log into root credentials. I'll key in my password. So for benefit of time, I've already run these commands, so that we don't spend much of time in installing the command. So the first command that we are going to run is this one. It's going to update the repositories. So let's run on that. So in the meantime, let's discuss what is snap. So snaps are applications packaged with all their dependencies to run on all popular Linux distributions from a single build. They get updated automatically and roll back gracefully. So that is the advantage of snaps. So snaps are also discoverable and installable from a snap store. Before we actually start installing snap, we have to uh, get EPEL repository enabled. So what is EPEL? That is extra package for enterprise library. So with the above command, what we've done is we have extended that, and we have installed those EPEL repositories. Now we're going to check on the updates. Now we can actually go ahead with the installation of Snap. So here's the command. Okay, so this is going to install Snap. The command is sudo yum install snapd. Once installed, the snapd unit that manages the main Snap communication socket will also be required to be enabled. For that, what we need to do is we need to enable Snap. Okay, so by that we have enabled Snap. Uh, where we need to enable classic Snap support. To do that, what we need to do is we need to run with um, we need to run the command to enable classic support. So for that, the command is sudo snap install pycharm-community and hyphen classic. So as you can see, pycharm is now already installed, and we are ready to kickstart with the pycharm. So to to and once you open the pycharm community, the steps are then same as we saw in the steps that we ran on Windows machine in the earlier session. So you'll have to accept on the license agreement, uh, configure the project, and you can run your first project and execute the project on the terminal session. Okay, I hope we have done quite a good today, and we have covered quite a lot. Um, we need to do quite a lot of things in the future sessions. So going forward, we are going to touch base on the coding part. So stay tuned and keep watching, keep learning. Until next time, thank you.